Leo, male advice. I think anyone who enters the GBNews building should probably pay attention to.
So it says, are you at risk of being cancelled? And I was, actually. But it says everybody's at risk of being taken to task and publicly ousted if we make certain mistakes, especially if we have a no-holds-barred approach to voicing our bold opinions online. So it says, while being cancelled can be good, it can get you notoriety, get you fame and followers, and some people make a career out of it. That can backfire. I mean, Katie Hopkins was over-cancelled and then lost her column and other avenues, some social media. Lawrence Fox, who just voiced perfectly reasonable opinions on Question Time, had his acting career taken away from him. It's sort of like living in the Soviet Union. We all know that what we've got to say is a lie, but we've got to say it.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody in the music industry tonight who was saying, they can't like my tweets because they get opprobrium for liking them. Yeah. And so we've all got to say what we know is a lie just to not be...
And then
underneath it all, there's black markets and we're all, enjoying ourselves vicariously in dark underground rooms where nobody can see us.
There are people, I think, who do deliberately sort of push against it, rather than just simply speaking their truth and damn the torpedoes or whatever the term is. Occasionally you see people, you're just thinking, why are you doing that? You're clearly trying to attract some sort of weird attention. But it is absolutely not those... I don't have any interest in those people who are trying to play some kind of media game, and that usually ends badly, just as it did for Diana. It's people I remember one of the very earliest ones was that he was a chemist, I think, from Imperial College, who would... He gave an address in a foreign conference and made some joke about the difficulties of co-educational labs, of being distracted by young women, when he was trying to concentrate on... And it was called out by an American journalist, and he had his tenureship and everything cancelled. This was a few years ago. But these are the kind of cancellations that I think everyone should be worried about. Not so much like pop star deliberately, says something outrageous and goes too far.
I think, you're saying, people say deliberately outrageous things to deliberately get cancelled, make a career out of it. I think the mainstream media says deliberately obvious lies. And we saw it with Isla Bryson being sentenced to prison. Transgender woman, Isla Bryson is sentenced, and it's like, that's not a trans woman.
Provoking you to speak the truth, absolutely. Yeah. This was one interesting thing as well. It said, I think it was interesting. It said, this is the chap talking, somebody at Ignite, which is it's basically a PR agency, a damage limitation specialist who have realised there's money in this particular sort of scene in modern society. But it says, in many cases, it can be seen as justice. If someone was found to be sexist, racist, homophobic, or physically, emotionally, or sexually abusive, then that person getting cancelled can be seen as justified. I think even that's kind of slightly sinister. Yeah. You can cancel them on a personal level, of course. If I've discovered that a friend had views or opinions or had behaved badly in a certain way, I might decide I don't want to see them again. But I still don't think it's entirely necessarily... If somebody is homophobic, does that mean they're not suited for a certain job?
Well, and it's also the difference of how you act on that first moment. If you see something you disagree with, you could reply, let's pretend it's Twitter, to that tweet with saying, I disagree because of this. But there's also a move that will be... replying, saying to next person who books them, you're booking people like this? A deliberate thing of trying to get people's work removed.
Absolutely.
That happened to me the other day. Somebody tagged the Adelaide Fringe and the Brighton Fringe on Twitter, said, why are you following this bigot? And they unfollowed me.
Really?
Thereby implying, I'm not going to be able to do the Brighton... Well, I don't want to do the Brighton Fringe anyway. But
good for you.